You're live. We're live. Let's see if I want to go live on here. Hey, who's in here? Who's in here? Ronnie is. Hey, girl. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to use my new Galactic Star deck. This is so cute. It's really cute. I highly recommend it. Fellow reader. Yeah, it's fire. I love it. Let's see what's going on with Miss Ronnie. What's Miss Ronnie need to know today? Now, the moon is void, of course, which I just realized when I woke up from my very tired random nap because I was like, why am I so sleepy? And I was like, oh, the moon is void, of course, all day. It doesn't move into Scorpio until tomorrow morning. So that's crazy. Hey, Tamika. Okay, what's going on with Miss Ronnie? What's going on with Miss Ronnie? Interesting. The lovers showed up, but let's see if it comes back out. Your Gemini energy. What's going on with Ronnie? 3 of disc. So we are building, we are working towards things, we are creating, right? So this, I think, has a lot to do with your work, with what you're doing, where you are. I think you have a good team in place. I think that you are truly setting the foundation for what is needed in a way that like has a flow. I'm getting this flow energy. So with this Aries season, it's like go time in a different way though. It's like when I feel into this 3 of Pentacles, there's this like you stepping more into this boss kind of mode, this leadership kind of mode, and letting yourself be okay with that, letting yourself be okay with, hey, we're going to do this, and not feeling like you're taking over, you're leading, right? It's very your moon energy, right? That cardinal 3 of Swords reverse. It's reclaiming this idea around what it means to be a leader and create and building something. It's like you're getting an opportunity to finally like heal some disappointments or even frustrations around maybe how you have conducted work in the past. It's like having a new way of like approaching it that feels much more grounded in who you are and less like apologetic, but understanding like, oh, this is just part of what it means to be in a business and to do things and to not feel this like sense of over what's the word? What's underneath this? Yeah, like okay, the Wheel of Fortune's underneath this. I feel like this is different. This is different. The energy's different, and so you should approach things differently and feel feel like rooted in that, feel like good in like that energy, because it is different. And it's important for you not to fall back into this disappointment or frustrations of the past around things working or not working, because the energy is completely different. So that is the message here for Ronnie. Definitely trying to be comfortable in that energy. I feel like I have to apologize for being a boss sometimes. Definitely a wound around that. I hear that. I hear that. Yeah. And I feel like you're realizing that it's totally fine, right? It's totally necessary, it's totally needed. Like those are the pieces of the puzzle, right? The Three of Pentacles is all about what we're building together. We're collaborating, the teamwork. You need a leader. You need a leader, and you're that. So beautiful. Okay. Next up is Miss Tamika. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're in April. Wow. We're in April. This is going to be a huge month. Mark my words, and any other astrologer's words. This is going to be a huge month where things in the collective really start to take a turn. For us that are on the up and up, it's going to be a turn up. For those on the not up and up, it's going to be, whew, we will see. Okay, Tamika, you're so welcome, Ronnie. Tamika, what's going on with Miss Tamika? What's going on with Miss Tamika? The Knight of Wands is at the base. It's reverse. This feels like someone who is I got playing games. Someone playing games in this energy. They haven't decided. I don't like it. It feels like someone who thinks that they knew what they were doing, and then they got into it, and then they got overwhelmed. If you look at the imagery on this card, there's a lot going on. We have the pyramids, we have the Sphinx, we have this dragon, we've got this lion man on a dragon. This is someone that's like, I got this. But it's coming up reverse, right? And this is your base energy. Someone around you energetically, they thought they had it under control. And I feel like they got in there and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if I have this. And so they might be looking, yeah, Queen of Cups, this is you. You are an intuitive person. You're very understanding, one, but you're also very insensitive. So you feel the vibes, and you can probably feel that this person is not who they said they were. They aren't following through. They don't have the capacity to show up like you need them to show up. And when I see this Queen of Cups, we want to make sure that we're not overextending ourselves, or we're not getting in a situation like a codependent situation where we're doing more to kind of make up for somebody else's lack of ability to focus and to commit. So be mindful around this. This could be romantic. It could be a business partnership. It could be you and whatever relationship, right? We just had the Libra full moon. So that's all about relationships, you and the other. So there's something here that is not, it might even make your nervous system deregulated, right? When I get this energy, it's like you're trying to be very centered, very like, take your time, go with the flow. Understand that you be very understanding. That's just what's coming through. You're being very understanding. No, I get it. But I feel like this person here, this other energy, sometimes people don't deserve too much understanding about their behavior, because they're not sitting still long enough to really understand how their choices and their actions are affecting other people. So that's the main thing that I'm getting for you here, Tamika, is make sure that you're not being overly understanding to someone because they said they could do something, or they said that they were like, yeah, I can, whatever. And I feel like they're feeling overwhelmed, and then they kind of like, it's like it's like someone who's, it's like a Sag energy. No offense, Sagittarius, but sometimes Sages will like, yeah, I got it. And they take on a lot, and they don't have enough like time or enough focus for things. So whatever this is, I would just be mindful for you as the Queen of Cups not to overextend yourself and to make sure you put your boundaries up. And if someone says they can do something, okay, then do it. Then show me you can do it before I give you the leeway or the grace to say like, oh no, it's okay. So that's what I would say. That's for Tamika. Next is going to be Miss Brianna. Then Bria, then Kendall. Brianna. Hey, Brianna. Let's see what we got going on over here. Ooh. Brianna. What's going on? The Lovers reverse wanted to come out. That came out earlier. We'll see if it comes back out. The Hermit. So love this. This feels like you being very aware of what you need, who you are. And I feel like you not compromising. Yeah, Six of Wands reverse. So this feels like, Brianna, there's something that's a situation, whatever this is. When I see the Six of Wands reverse, something's not what you want it to be. Like it's not, it could be your career, right? I feel career energy. It's like, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not getting the promotion, or I'm not getting the raise, or whatever it is. And the Hermit is saying like, you know that you are worthy of more. And I even see that with the Three of Wands underneath it. Yeah, this feels like career, and it feels like you realizing that where you are is not getting you where you want to be. So there needs to be some real thinking about, okay, let me really be introspective right now. What am I doing? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Is this in alignment with who I am, what I want? Is this helping me grow? Does this actually am I restricting myself by staying where I am when I'm not getting what I know that I deserve, where I'm not getting the promotion, or I'm not getting the expansion of my career path? It's not growing. This is Leo energy. So are you not being seen? Are you not being recognized? Are you not getting the accolades that you deserve? When I see the Hermit here, it's like there's an inner knowing that something is out, that you need to, there's more for you to do somewhere else. The Hermit to me is like your soul saying like, okay, how much longer are you going to stay put somewhere when you're not getting what you know you can get? And understanding the wisdom behind realizing when it's time to move forward, or time to release something, or saying like, I'm not going to keep waiting around when I know that I am showing up and doing my best and it's not being met. Yeah, the Four of Cups is also here, Brianna. So there's something here about don't stay put somewhere just because you've been there a long time. If you're not getting the recognition, if you're not getting like the promotion, the raise, whatever, your soul, your inner knowing knows that like, okay, I might need to start to move on from here, right? That was for Brianna. Next is going to be Bria. I don't know what's going on with the chat. It's always like fluctuating. It like tells me one person's in here, but then I see 6 people over here. So I don't ever know. I just hope that you guys are getting the reading, that it's coming through. I don't know. This is going to be for Bria. Bria, then Kendall, then Candace. Bria, we have the reverse death card. So there's something here that you need to let go of, right? When I see the reverse death card, it means we're holding on to something, or we're holding on to a pattern or a way of being or our existence in some way that we feel like it's kind of fear based, right? If I let go of this, then what's going to happen? What is going to be on the other side of this? But it's transformation. So in order for us to get somewhere else, for us to move forward, for us to get what we want, there is a level of letting go of what we have currently. So the death card is about realizing that change is inevitable. We can't stay where we are and then expect something new to come in its place without something changing, something being let go, something evolving. So let's see what's on with our top card. Exactly. The 4 of disc. This talks about comfort. So if you're in your comfort zone, this is for Bria. If you're in your comfort zone, you've got to be willing to let it go to get what it is that you want. You can't be fearful of taking a risk or doing something different if you want something different. We can't stay the same and get what we want, because what we want requires us or our situation to change, for us to let go of the current reality. And that's kind of a scary thing when we think about it, because we don't ever think about that part, right? We think about, oh, I want to manifest something. Well, if you want to manifest something, that means that you're going to have to relinquish something else. You're going to have to sacrifice something else to get that thing that you're wanting. So, but we can get scared. We can be very fearful of that because we're comfortable and we know where we are and we know what things are. But when we let go of that, we don't know exactly what's going to come in its place. So we end up holding on to it, thinking that we can have both of those things at the same time. And it doesn't work that way. So you can even look at it like, okay, I want a relationship, but that means you have to sacrifice being single, right? That means you have to sacrifice being self-oriented 24/7. You have to realize like, oh, okay, well, if I'm going to be in this relationship, I have to be willing to make amends and around things, and like be forgiving and give space and like all these things. So whatever this is, Bria, you're needing to let something go and get out of your comfort zone in order for you to actually move to that next step, or that transformation to actually occur around what it is that you're wanting to see or experience in your life. Next up is going to be Candace. Hey, Gabriella. So Gabriella and everybody here, next week, I wish I would have said this earlier, but next week we are launching our school platform. It is going to be our new membership program or platform where we're going to have exclusive content. So you guys know how I've done like tarot and transits. Those will be back, but it will be exclusively on school. Keisha will be moving from Patreon over to school for goddess meditation. We will have other exclusive content there. There's a whole starter kit so that is available to free members, so you guys can get an understanding of what we're going to be doing on school. It's going to be like a whole little world where we have courses and all the things. So make sure that you guys look out for that. Next Wednesday, we're going to launch that. It's an app that you'll download. Like I said, there'll be a free tier. And then there'll be a membership tier, and you'll have access to all the exclusive content that we'll be putting on there. Yeah, it's going to be a place where we can actually start to cultivate more of a community, more all in one place, more organized, and all of those things. And so I'm very excited about it. I'm excited about Arcana in general. We had our As Above, So Below event, which was really great. It was lightly attended, but the vibes were vibey, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to connect with Buried in Culture, but I'm excited to do more. And it's just really building a real people. So you guys are real people, and you guys show up here. I know some of you don't live here, but whenever we do have another in person, please come out, join the school community. It's gonna be a vibe. Candace, you have the two of, or this is actually Kindle. I was waiting for Kindle. Actually, let me reshuffle because I was thinking about Candace. Oh, is this you? Kindle, are you making a choice between love? You might be. Let me reshuffle thinking specifically about you. But yes, it's going to be called House of Arcana, so you can join the house. Ooh. And tarot and transits will be there. I do have a Venus in Taurus tarot and transit recorded that'll be up. So I'm gonna go back to that, but I'm not just gonna, it'll be on school. So anyways, 3 of Wands for Kindle and the Sun card reverse. So this is where you are right now. I think that you are feeling a little, maybe when I see a reverse sun, it's kind of like a little disappointed. I feel disappointment around somebody and their ability to like give you what you want. And the 3 of Wands is about forward movement and like what's next and taking action. So I do think that there's someone in your life right now, Kindle, that is just kind of like sitting on the sidelines and not taking action. And that's causing you to feel a little like, okay, well, are we growing or are we done here? So I would say right now, it's important for you to start to focus on yourself. The sun is you, your light. And if someone else is not like adding to your light, they're not making you feel brighter, they're dulling your energy by their inability to take action, I would shift your focus away from that person because they're dimming your own energy, and that's not cool. And a lot of times when we focus back on ourselves, that person, if this is connected to another person, they start to realize like, oh, look at Kindle over there shining bright. And it's like, yeah, because I'm no longer waiting for you to I'm not waiting for you anymore. I realize like, oh, you'll figure it out and I'm going to worry about myself. So that's what this feels like for you to move forward and like get going on like what's next for you. It's really about you calling your power back to yourself and focusing on what you got going on. And if there is somebody connected to you, that's going to put a little bit of a fire under their ass for them to realize like, oh shit, I better like do something or take some action or Kindle's going to be out of here. So that's what I feel from this shuffle is like you deciding on yourself and not waiting for somebody else, because if you keep doing that, they'll take all the time in the world. And you've got to remind them like, hello, like either you're going to receive me and fuel me, or I'm going to go and mind my business and you can catch up. So that's the vibe I'm getting. Thanks, Tamika. I'm very excited. Yes, the expansion is exciting. We have some other things that are in the works. Like I am full steam ahead, you guys. Like Arcana is the love of my life, right? Aside from my little doggy and my other love of my life. So I'm really excited about what we're doing. And I'm just like, I see the vision. I see this space that we're creating for people, for this world that we are all collectively working on creating as we are in this weird transition of how life is and what our expectations of life are, and what we used to deem important, and things shifting and changing. And I feel like Arcana is kind of like a space to kind of like branch out and kind of anchor into what is going to be the future. So that's how I feel. You're welcome, Kindle. Okay, Candace is next, and then Gabriella. I personally think once we get into the future, there's gonna be like people doing yoga, meditation, having a tarot reading, knowing their astrological chart, having an astrologer. I think that's gonna be as commonplace as you going to your general practitioner or gynecologist. Truly. I genuinely feel that way. So I think that Arcana is just a bit ahead of the curve. There's a lot of people that are on that curve already. And my goal is like creating that space, because that is going to be a thing, because we as people are realizing, oh, wait, we're multidimensional beings. Like, yeah, we're here on earth, but our soul is beyond. So once more people start to understand, which they're starting to, the brevity of our existence, more people are going to start to heed the teachings and understandings of the system of tarot, astrology, these metaphysical things that once upon a time were shunned and put in a corner. They're going to start to be more centered, and it's going to not be, this crazy idea. It's going to be more so like, oh yeah, I was talking to my astrologer the other day and they were telling me blah, 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 because that is the reality of the information age that we are in now. We go backwards. The cat's out of the bag. So once Uranus moves into Gemini at the end of this month, we're taking off, baby. We're taking off into the future. Get with it or get left behind. Okay, Candace. Science is even catching up with us. You know what I mean? Science is even talking about is giving credence to the metaphysical things that we've all been talking about. You've been seeing people talk about quantum physics. Like, yeah, this is not, it's not woo-woo. It's real as hell. Okay, Candace, we have the King of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. Someone's ego is getting in the way of really like advocating for something, speaking up, being loud. And then sometimes that can turn around as like being a little forceful in some regard. Like maybe there's a need to kind of like, what is this underneath this? Yeah, the Four of Wands. It's like, I feel like, okay, whatever this is, I feel like someone has gotten to a certain level and then you might need some help. That's what I'm getting. So you might have gotten to a certain level with career or some creative project or something, and there's a need for like help to sustain it or to like exceed. Ten of Swords. There's a need to like stop whatever is going on, however this is relating. It's like you can't keep going the way that you're going because that's a dead end. So there's something here that's needing to like, there's some type of like awareness of self, like, okay, I do need help here. Something like that. Or okay, this isn't working, because the Ten of Swords reverse is basically saying you're at the end of something, and you know that, and you can relieve the pain if you get, or whatever this, however this is resonating, if you step out of the ego and say like, okay, actually, I may need your help. Yeah, because the Devil reverses underneath the Four of Wands. So, and then the Emperor's here. So if you're building something, creating something work-wise, you might be at a place where you might have to ask for help, or like, okay, actually, I do need, I can you come over here? Because I actually do need to talk to you about something. It's like that type of energy. And I see that she said, this is spot on. I'm helping with the project. And yeah, that's the exact issue. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for that confirmation. But yeah, for yourself. So yes, this is a moment where you're needing to kind of like, if you want it to go further, there's got to be some type of outreach or some type of like, okay, I don't have all the answers. Does somebody else have an answer? And then that can keep things moving. Because it's kind of like you're needing to hear another perspective or another point of view or something like that. So you can be like, oh, okay. Like there's like a blind spot around something. Gabriella is next. Yeah, I'm the one trying to bring the other point of view. Wow. Thank you. You're so welcome. And to be honest with you, that person is like not hearing it. They may not hear it. And so you may have to just like cut your losses and be like, all right, I'm not going to keep talking to someone that thinks they know everything, because that's absolutely infuriating. And so that might be the situation too, especially with the full moon that we just had in Libra that's about relationships. It might be like, okay, this is out of balance. Like, I've tried and you're not helping me. So like, I can't keep talking to someone who thinks they know everything. I'll let you fall on your own sword. You saw the 10 of swords. I'll let you fall on your own sword, right? For whatever reason, it's making me think of like our stupid person that's in charge of our country. It's like that type of energy. Like, okay, like, you're clearly failing, but sure, like, don't listen to anybody else. It's kind of that type of energy. And as we know from that example, that person doesn't listen to anybody. So it's like, fall on your own sword. Like, be a dummy on your own, because I'm not going to keep giving you information and you're just like, no. It's like, fuck off. Gabriella, 3 of Wands reverse. So this is about forward progress. We got this earlier with another reading. So this is about you moving. I feel like you need, the moon is here. So stepping outside of 3 of Wands and the moon reverse. What is this? I feel like there is tension around showing up as yourself. It might feel scary or something, like taking another step. So it's like you're always in the planning stage, never in the execution stage. That's kind of what I'm getting, Gabriella. Let's see what's on top. Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's time for you to take action. So whatever this is, it's time for you to take the action, because you can't keep like staying on the sideline. Get in there, get in the game. The Queen of Wands, she is beautiful. I love this card. It's so beautiful. She is beautiful. She is strong. She is confident. She is creative. She's magnetic. She goes to the beat of her own drum. She says, this is what it is, and goes after it. So where you are right now, it's important for you to embody the Queen of Wands. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. This is what it is. And take action. Because a reverse 3 of Wands with a reverse moon and then the Hermit here, there's a lot of like internal knowing, but no external doing. And we've got to bridge that gap. We've got to embody this Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy. Aries is like, okay, we're just going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to take action. We're just going to do it. And once you do it, then you're like, wow, like, okay, I'm doing it. Like, I'm in here. And that's what's needed, because your soul is trying to push you towards something, but it requires action. We're in the age of Aries right now. And if you're not taking action, you're going to forever and always be vacillating in that weird space of woulda, coulda, shoulda, instead of I'm doing it and now I know I have an answer because I did it. And that's the thing. It's more so like that's what the Queen of Wands is about. It's like she's holding the ankh, right? We're alive. So we should use our breath of life to do things. Like that is the least we can do here, is to do, right? And human doing, right? We've been being a long time. Now we need to be doing, because why not? What are we waiting for? We're going to wait for the best time. We're going to wait for a better plan. And then next thing you know, 5 years have gone by and nothing has taken root, right? Because we didn't act on it. So, hey, if you are taking action, beautiful, then you are doing it. So that maybe the message, listen here, this is the thing, I'm reading the energy. So maybe if you are taking action, right? I don't know what you're doing. If you are taking action, feel confident in the action that you're taking and keep moving forward. Keep going, even if you don't see the results, right? Because when I see the 3 of Wands, this is hesitance. It's like, I don't know. And that I don't know can be like that worry, the moon reverse, that like, I'm doing it, but nothing's happening. Keep doing it. Be the Queen of Wands. Be confident. Be like, you're going to eventually get it. So I'm going to just keep doing it. And that's the energy. That's the read. That's your message. Like, be the Queen of Wands. I'm gonna make you get it. I'm gonna make you see it. I'm gonna make you understand what we got going on over here. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of times what we have to do. People are not gonna immediately understand what the hell you got going on, especially when you are doing something that is creative, or you're doing something that is like your soul's purpose. A lot of times you're not getting yays from people. You gotta yay yourself. Like, yeah, I'm fucking doing this shit. You know what I mean? Every day I gotta yay myself, y'all. Ain't nobody sitting up here telling me, oh my God. Well, I appreciate y'all do. But for the most part, people are not like, wow, Cidnee, that is such a great idea. Like, you're really, it's like, no, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not making any money. Like, why are you doing that? Right? So you gotta be your own Queen of Wands and be like, I'm doing it because I know that it's gonna work. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not, right? So that's the energy. That's the vibe. So yeah, keep on doing it, girl. You are doing it. You are taking the action. But it's just a reminder to be like, in the face of the lack of maybe results or movement, it's like, no, doubling down on like what you know to be your path. Hey, cosmically divined. Hello, what is up? I'm doing well. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Let me know if you would like tarot or oracle. I hope everyone's doing awesome. Hey, over there on the IG, you can come right on over here. Like I was telling everybody, next week we are launching our school platform, exclusive content. It's going to be community where you guys can all talk to each other. We could talk about, okay, what do we do on a daily basis, right? It's for everyday mystics. That's what Arcana is for. So we all do spirituality in our own different ways. So we can exchange information like, oh, this is what I do every day. And there's a starter kit on there, like a module that you guys can go through and just get a little understanding of what the school is all about. That's available to all free members. And then if you do join, you'll get exclusive content. You'll also get a reading with me monthly. So you'll get each person that is a member, they will get a monthly personalized tarot reading from me. So yeah. It is going to be a very fun expansion. Okay. Cosmically divined. Let's do a reading. Cosmically divined. If you are on Instagram, I just need you to come on over to YouTube. Okay, Cosmically Divine. You got the Page of Disc. So the Page of Disc, or the Page of Pentacles, is all about discovering, learning something new, like being a student of something. And then I have the Page of Swords reversed here. So I feel like where you are right now, you're having to, maybe you feel like you're starting over, and maybe that feels like kind of like, I don't want to do that. Like, right, when I see the Page of Swords reversed, it can kind of feel like I don't want to do something new. But I know I need to. So there's this energy with the Page of Swords reverse of understanding that it's okay to need help, or to ask questions, or to get some type of guidance, I would even say, on this path that you're currently on. It feels like a new path. It feels like a path that's very organic to you as a person, but maybe it's new. Maybe you're starting something new, or you're learning something new, or you're going back to school for something, or you're wanting to get more into something, or you're wanting to put yourself out there under a new type of role, or a new type of expression of self. And with the Page of Swords here, there's a need to kind of like communicate that and have conversations, and kind of put yourself in more of those spaces of asking questions or seeking information. And that can feel uncomfortable, especially when you're in a new space. But I think you're really in a space that can really grow into something that's more long term, especially with the page of disc, and that Queen of Wands came back through here. So you are someone that is very creative. You are someone that is very passionate. You're someone that is very much so a light. And I feel like you're starting something new and you're just needing a little bit of information, or you need to seek out maybe some guidance to help you feel more confident on this new journey. So that's for cosmically divined. Anyone else on that I didn't read for wants a reading, let me know. And if you are still on and I did read for you, I can pull a oracle message for you as well before we get off. Cool. So Kindle, I think you had a love reading, right? So yeah, because you got, I think it was love. I kind of want to do a romance angel for you. Yeah, you got the sun reversed, and I was telling you to pull your power back, focus on yourself, shine your light again. So let's see if this connection, this is for Kindle, then Gabriella, I'll pull one for you, but this is for Kindle. What does Kindle need to know about this relationship, this connection? Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. And then I have release your ex at the bottom. So to me, kind of what we're picking up on, put your energy back on yourself. Because even if this, and then look, love yourself first came out too. So even if this person, so deception doesn't mean like wearing a false mask is not like someone's cheating. It means someone isn't being for real. And therefore you can't operate in a relationship with someone who's not being for real about how they feel, what they want. So I do think with the release your ex coming out and love yourself first, it's kind of backing up the message that we got in your tarot, is like focusing on yourself and let that person realize that they need to step up to the plate and they need to get for real about what's going on here, because if they don't, then they're going to lose you, or they're going to, they're going to be left out. So that kind of definitely goes into that message that we got earlier. Okay, Gabriella, we got you on your journey, on your way, taking action. Yeah, you can. I gave you, I don't know if you saw it, but I gave you a reading, Cosmically Divine. So you can go back and watch it, but you can ask your question. You got the page of Pentacles and the reverse page of Swords. And I was saying that you were starting a new journey potentially and maybe needed to ask some questions about what it is that you maybe seeking guidance on something. We got succulence, resilience. So this goes into what I was saying of the Three of Wands reverse. This is about not giving up. This is about continuing going on the path that you're on and not feeling that heat of, oh gosh, like things are happening yet, so I don't know if they're gonna happen. No, like you are resilient. You keep showing up, keep doing what you're doing. You got this. And succulents, they're interesting. They're beautiful and they need water, but they don't need too much water. And then we have chance at the bottom. So like you took a chance on whatever it is that you're doing, and it just needs your consistency, your continuation. You don't need to do too much more, right? That's what I was getting at with succulents not needing water. So you don't need to do too much more. You just need to keep showing up and keep being in your power, in your truth. Like, I'm doing this thing and I'm good and I know that I can do it. Candia, hey. Okay, you want tarot. Oh, I thought that was... Did you come up here? Oh, that was Kindle. Oh, Candia. I totally didn't get you. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do Candia. Yeah, so remember, you're the succulent. Gabriella, you can do this. You just got to keep kind of showing up. You don't have to do the most, but you just got to keep showing up, even if it's little by little, right? A succulent does not need that much water, but it does need it, right? But it doesn't need it every day. It just needs it to be consistent enough that it's like, okay, I'm still here. Candia. What does this Candia need to know? We have the Tower reverse. So some people are like, oh, the Tower. I kind of like the Tower. I'm going to tell you why. The Tower means that we're finally getting somewhere, right? The Tower is representative of some type of friction, right? In astrology, we might call it a square or an opposition, something that's creating a little friction. So whatever this is that's happening around you, it's needing to happen. And you can't keep avoiding it, because if you keep avoiding it, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, you're not going to get on the other side of it. I had the death card. Yeah. Something needs to change. So if something is inevitably needing to change in your life, and there's, with the Tower reverse, it's like we keep avoiding that friction because we're scared things are going to end. Death is not the end. It's the beginning of something new. So if you're in something and it's not working, but you're avoiding acknowledging what's not working or delaying the inevitable, and there's something here that you need to just go ahead and let kind of like come to a head, have the conversation, have the fight, have the breakup, have the whatever it is, because by not doing that, you're just ultimately just like delaying it instead of just like, okay, this is what it is, because friction creates action, and action begets change, and like you actually see something different. And a lot of times, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed here. There's something in your life that you're resisting letting just happen because it's going to change things, but change is inevitable. And change is not always bad. It may seem that way. It may seem scary. It may seem like I don't want this. But to stay where you are, you're just pushing off or delaying something that is inevitable. And so sometimes we have to let the tower fall in order for us to get back in alignment with what we really want. And it could be the same person, it could be the same situation, but we have to be willing to go through like friction or some type of conflict or challenge to get on the other side of it. Right? We can do hard things. That is my mantra recently, because when you do the hard thing, that's when the good thing comes. Because a lot of times we avoid reverse tower doing the hard thing because we're scared that if we do the hard thing, everything's going to change. Well, but we want everything to change. But we don't want to do the hard thing. We want it to just happen. It's like, it doesn't work that way. We have to kind of like get in a fight, have a breakup, quit our job, do whatever in order for us to actually get where we're trying to go or get what we want. So that is your message. Hi, Lord Des. You're getting a galactic star tarot because I love this deck. Okay, let's see what's going on for my Lord Des. What are the vibes? What are the vibes? You're welcome, my lady. Interesting. Death card came out for you. Something changing. And Six of Wands. This is a positive change, right? Not that all changes, not that Candia's change was a negative change, but it might feel that way. For you, Lord, as this death and Six of Wands, it's like when I see this, it's finally, I feel finally, it's like finally things are different, and they're different in a way that is bringing you this like success, right? When something just wasn't ever moving. And then finally, it's like, oh my God, everything is different and everything's amazing and everything is working and everything is happening and everything is falling into place and everything is finally everything. Like that's what I feel for you. And that makes me so happy. So this is like true transformation. This is true, like in your Scorpio rising. And I've been feeling that for you, Scorpio risings. Okay. You know, my boo's a Scorpio rising. Keisha is a Scorpio rising. This is Scorpio energy. This death energy, this transformation energy is all around Scorpio rising energy right now. It really is. I think fixed signs in general. It's like finally, like I said, things are actually changing and you're starting to see the success that you've always known was going to happen, but it's like now it's showing up. Like it's like real. And that is so beautiful. Yeah, it's like you've kept hope alive this whole time, even though it was hard, but you kept hope alive. You realize, okay, there's still 2 cups standing. And this grief, this sense of like love, things being sucky is like changing. Yeah, 5 of Swords reverse. And then what's underneath this? The Chariot. Beautiful. We're finally moving forward. We're moving forward towards success. We're moving on from this space that has been a drag. That is beautiful. Cosmically Divine. I did read for you. So like if you go back, maybe now 10 minutes or so, like when you go back to the, when I end the stream. So maybe around like, I'm not sure. We're at 51 minutes, 52 minutes now. So maybe around like 42. I did read for you. You got the Page of Swords reverse and the Page of Disc. So I talked about you starting something new, needing some type of guidance, potentially, but it's something that you innately are good at. It's just like you're starting something new and maybe you're needing to talk to people or get some type of more information so you feel more like solid on this new journey. But whatever you're on, the journey that you're on, it is taking you somewhere like that's going to be more like long-term, long-lasting. So that was what I got for you. But you can go back maybe now like 10 minutes, like maybe like 40 minutes in, I read for you. No, you're fine. It's okay. You're so welcome, Lourdes. Okay, bless. Well, as usual, you guys, heart, love. If you're still here, Cosmically Divine, I'll go ahead and just pull you an oracle message as well. Anybody else also, Lourdes, if you want one. But Cosmically Divine, I'm going to pull an oracle message for you. And then, like I said, if you go back in the recording or in the live, you'll see your full reading. Yes. Firefly, wonder. So this definitely goes into what I was saying. Like this is a time for you to really step outside your box and do what your soul knows it wants to do. Right? It's like you're in this place of really like trying something different. I really love this thing. I really am into it. I'm going to go after it. I'm going to just spread my wings and I'm going to go for it. And so you're starting a new journey. You're maybe learning something new, but it's about you kind of like stepping into this sense of wonder about yourself and your life and not restricting yourself. So you may just need more information, but like you definitely have 44 here, right? So maybe you're seeing 444, but look, yes, opportunity at the bottom. So whatever this is, it's definitely a new opportunity for you and you should feel really aligned with it. So go for it. This is for Lourdes. I love that you have that death card in the 6 of Wands. Bruh. Yep. I love that. Yay. Hey, Jakia. Okay, like I said, you guys, we're starting a new school platform next Wednesday, so be on the lookout. Community, Lourdes, this is for you. This is what you're building. You're building this new community that is supportive of where what you're doing. Okay. And it's like now you have the support. Now you have the infrastructure to continue to kind of expand and grow and have this like roots, right? It feels very rooted. I love that. What's on the bottom? Here and now. Yeah, now is the time. There's something about the timing of all this that now things make sense. Whereas before, maybe it didn't. Maybe you didn't have the support. Maybe you didn't have the vision. Maybe you didn't have the team. Maybe you didn't have the you know what I mean? And now you do. And so now it can really start to be something. It can go somewhere. It can generate things, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, and knowing your place in the world. Oh, Lord, yes. That's going to make me cry. Love everything about it. That's beautiful. Hey, Jakia. Let's stay here with the wisdom oracles. Y'all, I've been trying to bridge my cards more. I figured it out. You see that? It show is time, girly. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it so much. Jakia. Thinker. So when I see this number 44 and yang, so it's about you taking action. And I was literally going to say this when I saw this. I was going to say, you already know what to do. So what I feel, and we just had your full moon, right? We had a Libra full moon. If something is out of balance, it's time to kick it to the curb. It's time to take some action, and it's time to really stop waiting for someone else to show up and do something differently. It's like it's this idea of like, I don't have time anymore. I've been giving this enough thought, and now I know what it is, and I need to go ahead and move in a way that is true, and looking at, the effort that someone's putting in or the lack thereof around something, Jakia. It's like you've already thought about this. You already know what it is. And so now it's time to just take that knowing and act from that, instead of waiting for some type of new information or whatever. You see what it is, especially with this full moon. It shows where things are out of balance. Yeah, Knight of Wands reversed. Somebody is not showing up. Someone is not for real. And it's like, you don't have time to continue to wait for them to be for real. Look, the Tower. Yeah. It's like, okay, we're done here. There's something where it's like, finally, I've been waiting long enough, and now I just need to go ahead and take the action into my own hands. And that might be surprising. It might surprise some people, but they'll be okay. 44, strategy, being analytical and logical. It's like you've thought about it and take action, right? And it might people with the Tower at the bottom. The masculine principle of movement and activities, the power to make things happen, taking action. The yang, Kia, it's time. You thought about it enough. It is what it is. You've seen what is out of balance, what is working, what's not working. And now it's time to go and move from that space. And yeah, it may surprise some people. It may surprise yourself. This is about taking a leap of faith. So now is the time. I love that. It's time to move forward, to take that leap of faith, to go with it. Just, okay, I'm gonna do it. Love that. Love that. Beautiful. Well, we've been on an hour. Gorgeous. We love it. I thank you guys so much. Like I said, we're gonna have a school membership platform coming out next week, that I'd love for you guys to join. You can be a free member. You just won't have access to all the things. But if you want to join, it's $27 a month, and you get access to free content, discounts on all of our events that we do. You get a reading with me a month. So you're basically paying for like a tarot reading a month with that $27. But plus you get way more stuff. So just think about it. Tell your friends, tell the homies. And we're going to start doing that. And yeah, next Saturday, we'll be at Mystic District down at Star Bar in Little 5 Points if you guys want to pull up. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back. I'll probably be back next Thursday because I won't be at something. So I'll probably be here. Okay. So see you guys later. Bye.